What's up, friends? Today we're changing a ceiling fan. Let's go.
Well, there's usually a screw that screws in to the side here. See my finger? But I don't see one on this. So I think this was either supposed to rotate and pop on. I don't know. But let's see what we can do. And here's the one on the other side. So you just turn it. You see it J-hooks right off of there. And there's that ball socket. You just lift up and you wiggle that thing forward and it comes right off. Unscrew the white wire. You might want to take a picture of this so you know where it goes back. The white wire is all by itself. The blue wire actually goes to the lights. Black wire goes to the fan. And you just unscrew these wire nuts. And just keep in mind that's what's holding the fan up. So there you go. Ceiling fan disconnected. Man, this sucker is heavy. Ooh. And that's the piece that the ball socket slips into. Just trying to make that clear. Now keep in mind, your new ceiling fan might use a different style, but if it uses that exact same piece, then you're in luck. You don't have to do anything. So let's dig into the new ceiling fan. All right, we're doing an unboxing video. Can't wait. Look at this. This, my friends, this might look fruity. This is the sharpest knife in the world. You got to be careful with this thing. If you drop this, it would cut the planet in two. Did you miss it? You missed it, didn't you? Dang it. Did you catch that? I'm telling you, this knife is sharp. Very gently. I don't want to cut the fan in half. Oof. There we go. Ta-da! You're supposed to, first thing, is immediately open these instructions and read them carefully. We won't be doing that. We're gonna go straight to the installation. All right, here's the ball. That goes on the bottom of the fan. That's our light fixture. These are fan blades, fan blade brackets, hardware. They call this a scushion. Scushion? Concussion? Scushion? I think it's a scushion. And you get optional fan blades. Do you want driftwood or nicely finished wood? All right, we're gonna take a look. What's under layer number 2? Here's the actual fan motor. Light fixtures. Special bulbs, it looks like. Hopefully they're regular Edison socket. 5.5 watt. 600 luminas. That's a lot of luminas. Does anyone remember Chevy Lumina? What a piece of junk that was. When was the last time Chevrolet made a car worth owning? It's just a question for you guys. Feel free to put it in the comments down below. So anyway, back to this light kit. All right, so here's the ball socket that came with the new light fixture. Keep in mind, these could still be energized. And we gotta make sure that's gonna fit in there. And if you notice, it's got teeth, so it can't rotate. When that fan fires up, it has torque. It would want to rotate, so you gotta make sure it's in there and locked so it can't rotate. And I just dropped a clip. Is there any chance I'll find it in that carpet? Oh God, we'll never find it. It's here somewhere. Oh, I just felt something. Who makes carpet like this? Good grief, man. That clip's gotta be here. Meanwhile, 2,000 years later, I found a 5-in-1 and a screwdriver lost in the carpet. I'll put those on the hardwood. Still haven't found the clip. All right, that's the little clip that I dropped in the carpet. I just stole it out of the old ceiling fan. I'll find that other one with my bare feet later. I smashed my thumb yesterday. Can you see that? All purple. Ow. Life of a handyman. All right, now for the fun part. We get to assemble this whole thing. Perfect timing with the phone calls. Did you hear about the ceiling fans that fell in love? It was a whirlwind romance. You can see that? And it's just hooked on the, which will eventually get screwed into these little screws here. So you can see. We're gonna cut the excess wire. We only need enough to make it to here, so we don't need very much wire at all. There's our new length wire. You can see that. Now I just have to strip these ends, and we'll wire nut them together. This is how I strip wires. I just give it about ½ inch, run it around on a razor blade. Use your teeth if you have to. And you got a stripped edge ready to be connected. Now the blue wire, same deal. Twist that up, and they're ready for connecting. All right, and now to connect them, just take your 2 wires. Hope you can see this. I give them just a little twist to get them started. Now the wire from the house is going to be single strand copper. It's going to be just wrap those multi-strand from the ceiling fan. You just screw this on, and then I like to get it all the way down on there as tight as I can and give it a good tug. Tug each individual wire. They're not going anywhere. That's a good connection. That'll last for the life of the fan. Repeat for the white wire. Get that screwed on real tight. Give them both a tug. We know they're in there good. Good connection. The bare copper is to the green. You can see that. The blue wire is going with the black wire. Now this energizes the light. Some setups you have 2 black leads up here. One for the light switch to turn the light on and off, and then the other will allow the fan to run independently. It could be on all the time, and you could have just the switch to turn the light off and on. We don't have that set up. We just have the switch on the wall next to the door, turns the fan, energizes the whole system. So keep that in mind. You may have 2 black leads coming out. One of them is going to be switched. The other one's going to be full power. Full power goes to the fan. The blue wire is the switched power. Now for the fun part. We have to get that ball, that socket, off of there, up onto its place, and get it locked in. Like we said, so it can't torque. Try to tuck these wires back in here best you can. I like to shove them all the way back in there. That way, when we put this cover on, it does not interfere. You can see that blue wire's already getting caught. I need you guys in the hole. This would be much easier with 2 hands. All right. There they go. They're up out of the way. Clear these screws. And then we just very carefully, like I said, very carefully, we got to get that up there. And you can see this one lines up with that hole. We'll put that screw in, tighten these set screws, and that section is done. There's the permanent screw in. And then we tighten up the set screw. And we repeat on the other side. You can see this bezel is a little bit smaller than the old bezel. So if you wanted to clean that up, I don't know how this got caulked and everything. But now would be the time to fix it. While this bezel's off, go in there and touch the paint up, knock off that crusty, try to make it look better. But this is good enough for us. Close enough. There she is. Even though that's like step 8 on the instructions, I consider that to be step 1. I don't know if you can see, but this house has an angled ceiling. But this thing automatically levels itself. Just trying to get a close-up of the wire diagram. You can see black and blue get wired together. White to white. And the green goes to the bare copper. So, and like I said, if you had switched power, so you wanted to turn the lights on and off from the wall, you could do that through the blue wire. And then the black wire can stay energized all the time, so the fan can always run, and you would have control over just the light. But this is very common. You just switch these two together. You got to turn the switch on in order to use the fan or the light. This is the side we want. We want the brown wood to match the rest of the brown wood. You just pop those on. Comes with that little washer. Drop in your screw. A little fidgety. I drank way too much coffee this morning. Then with your screw gun, make sure you give it an ugga-dugga. Perfect. Repeat that many times. Let's go. And action. All right, we have all the blades assembled. Now we just have to assemble them onto the ceiling fan. Remember when I said that last part was the most difficult? I was lying. This part is the most difficult. All right, this part. Pretty simple. One-way plug. Only goes on one way.
It's not yours. Where's that now?
Ellis.
Almost forgot the most important part. I don't know if you can see that. It's got a light. That's got a picture of a fan. We gotta put these on.
Are you bringing your Brussels sprouts to work? Is that what you brought them for?
Doing it again.